This is video of Murray Novice Jumpers, take one. This was really hard to put together. So let me first say that I have enormous admiration for you doing 3 videos for each level, for each course, blowing my mind. So, and thank you for doing that, because it does make it enormously easier for me to understand. But don't expect me to be able to do that like you're doing it. Okay, having said that, I have mapped out the angles for the jumps, a couple of pressure points, and the dog's path. With Spooner, what I have to do is basically stay behind him, more or less. Well, I'll show you. I have to get on the other side. Excuse me. So we're starting out over here, and I have him set up at an angle for the first jump, which will work for him as long as I keep my pressure point, which I have to add probably right, actually, this is where he's going to be, so I'm going to put him right there, and I'm going to be, well, I'll move him in a second, but he needs a pressure point so that he doesn't come around the jump. He's still kind of new and getting away with some things he thinks would be a little bit easier. So I've got to add a pressure point right around here, but I want to be a little more of a start line, stay, so that I can get out, so that I can handle the next sequence. So my pressure point is going to be almost right where he is. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make myself right about here for that pressure point. All right, so he's in a sit. He goes middle first. That's to alert him that we're starting to do something. Prior to this, he has a chance to look around and get his bearings. But as soon as I say go middle, that means we're going to start our run. And he's taken very well to understanding that concept. Then he has to do a wait, his sit, and then a wait. And then I walk out to my position. We're still jumping that start line a little bit, so we don't have it completely. Anyway, I want to get to about here and use that pressure point to get him over the jump. And he is going to move towards that first jump right here, or the second jump, actually, number 2. I'm going to use that pressure point to make sure he stays out a little bit, and he can, whoops, he jumped right off. These magnets are really strong, sorry. He's going to come up here over the jump, right about there, following this orange angle. And I'm going to use a pressure point right here so that he does not turn into me after that jump. And it's the cue I'm going to use for him. I forgot that. The cue I'll use for him to get started is go jump. And the second one is come jump, or come around jump. Either one will work. And I have that pressure point to make sure he doesn't come into me after. He will go over the jump, and I'm going to move laterally to him, and I get to layer. Thank God, he's fairly easy to do the layering with. So we're going to come over our jump, now staying this far away so that he jumps actually almost to the right side, coming in straight, going across, and then here with that, I'm going to move in a little bit so that I stay with him. And that was my pressure point to keep him from turning into me here. And then also going to be saying switch. I really can't say it in front of the jump because we're not that good at it yet. My timing, his timing, he does know switch, and we're working on it. So we're going to give him a switch command, and in switch and go jump. And if I need the emphasis, it will be switch, go, get out, jump, so that he knows he's getting out. I will move up a little bit. He's going to keep going. He's done his jump. I'm going to look at that nice line up of pressure points so that he will stay out, and I can actually reinforce this by the out jump, which is the command I would use. And then when I see that he has an eyeball of the tunnel, it will be go tunnel, or even emphasized if I think he's going to come in, get out tunnel. So I've added a pressure point there, and he's going to be running. He loves tunnels right now, so that is not a problem. He's going to come through. We're going to come down to jump 7. I keep my pressure point for the tunnel so he doesn't turn into me, and he knows he's going to go jump. So he's going to go that jump, and then we're going to come around 7 to 8, and I'm just going to kind of hang out a little bit around this area so that he's going to come jump, and then the cue is going to be come around, jump. So he goes through. I don't want to do too much of a pressure point here because he does get the serpentines very well, but if I do, it would kind of be right about here for that one. So that he's then going to come over, and I will say switch pretty soon after he does that. So kind of not over the jump, but right after the jump, I'm going to give him a switch. Now he's little and he's low to the ground, so he turns really quickly. He has this incredible turning radius. So I don't want to give it too soon because he will do it immediately. He loves his switch, and he'll actually give me a switch and go take that. So I'm going to make sure he's coming around. So once we've got our switch, then it's get out, go jump. And then I've got my pressure point right here. I'm moving around in here. Not a huge much, but I'm moving around in here so that I keep moving. He's going to go over his jump, and then it's going to be come, jump, and then if I need to reinforce, get out, but not here. So I want to make sure we have a little pressure point so he stays out, and he's going to go over jump number 10, and then it's going to be for my pressure point, get out, jump, and then come, jump, which he's going to do very nicely because that's a real easy one for him. And then get out, jump, and I'm going to come in diagonally. And it's a go on, get out, jump, and then big, big party when he's finished. So I apologize. That's my first time. I didn't mean to drop the magnets.